Hello and welcome! People have asked me, how can you get alternate voiceovers while still using a regular captain? And that's easy. You open settings, select the audio tab, and then here in the voiceover modification, you have a whole long list of all the different voiceovers, but you have to have the captain. You have to own this captain. So I selected Aerroon's Shokaku, and I can do that because I have Aerroon's Shokaku captain in my port somewhere. If you don't, then you can't select them. Although, I suppose there's probably some kind of a mod that enables all of them. I'm not entirely sure though. But basically, that's how it goes. So, in this match, I am in the tier 10 Japanese destroyer, the Shimakaze, and we're playing a match on the map North. I spawned near the eastern side, so I went for the sea cap. I have a Klebea for support, so I'm probably... oh! a Smoland and radar immediately too, but I think I'm gonna be alright because I have a Klebea with me and a Venezia behind her. Still, I'm gonna torpedo just in case, maybe we'll get lucky. You never know, right? Maybe the Smoland somehow disappears and then eats a torpedo. All kinds of crazy things like that can happen. But it does seem that I am safe in the cap now. The Klebea actually really helped with that, because she basically warded off the Smoland. If she hadn't been there and I had been alone, I would probably be the one at almost no HP left, not the Smoland. And I think we're probably also gonna get the cap zone from this. I'm gonna reverse out a little bit and then drop some torps for the Grosse Kofest, who might or might not actually end up running into them. But again, you have to just try, because you never know when success might strike. 5 seconds on the... wait, what? Oh my god! We just got a Shimakaze that was never spotted, just one torpedo, and that was it. Okay, wait, so how many ships are there? So the enemy has lost 3 ships. We can count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the minimap, plus 8 in the B cap, plus 1 as the CV, so that's 9 of them. And there are 9 enemy ships alive, which means that we know exactly where every single enemy is at 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, which means that I can actually maybe break through the enemy lines here and get behind them, and then launch torpedoes from an unexpected angle at them. Like, I could most definitely drop torps on that Grosse Kofest from an angle which she won't expect. But right now I'm gonna keep some distance because I don't know exactly where this Minotaur is. Oh, I can see a smoke screen. I'm guessing Minotaur is probably somewhere around the smoke screen. But still, just in case I want to be slightly further away. I'm also gonna use speed boost because sadly the enemy Shimakaze is actually coming through the gap, so I want to make sure I can get through there and before the so that I can get through there without being spotted, either by the Shimakaze or the Grosse Kofest. It might seem like there's a lot of distance between me and that GK, but if this Shimakaze keeps going the way she is, if she doesn't go down here of course, she might hound me directly into the GK, but luckily the Holland with the combination of the CV was enough to dissuade them from this. Okay, I think, yeah, that GK is gonna eat the torpedo because everyone turns behind the island like that. And because she's gonna see the torpedoes, she's obviously gonna turn in for them. Which is why I launched that torpedo set in a way where the gray line, or the line where the torpedoes are gonna go, was exactly on the GK. Oh, and we even got a flooding. Nice. If this follow-up set also gets a flooding, that should be a permaflood, because GK clearly used damage control party. Oh, it's looking good. Come on. Oh, yes. That's a permaflood, but it's not gonna be enough to sink the GK, right? Because she still has 30k HP. So what would you do in this situation? You'd probably turn away, right? And get as far away from the enemy team as you can, because you have lots of HP that you could potentially heal up. So I'm gonna predict that GK is gonna turn out and aim exactly like that. Oh, The Richthofen's actually looking for me, but luckily my 2.7 kilometer air detectability was low enough that she didn't find me immediately. I am gonna get spotted in a moment though, because the Richthofen herself is actually sailing towards me. Okay, I'm gonna just smoke here, because I only have one set of torps. But I'm gonna launch them in a way if Richthofen's trying to run from me by turning away and all of that. She's gonna eat multiple torps. Oh. Well, we got the GK, but if Richthofen's turning in right now, right? But if she had turned away, she would have eaten like 3 or 4 of those torpedoes and probably would have gone down from that. But now, she only eats 1. I mean, it's still a lot of damage, but on the bright side, she survives for slightly longer. At least when it comes to the Richthofen's point of view. From my point of view, I'm just gonna wait until the Richthofen sails closer, and then I'm gonna try to get on her broadside and torp her when that happens. Okay, let's go. Oh, there she is. Well, this should be probably pretty easy, huh? I have plenty of HP, so no worries about the secondaries or anything. All I need to make sure is I hit enough torps. I did. 3 of them were enough. Excellent. So, we have taken out the enemy CV, and the game's pretty much over now, right? There's effectively no chance of coming back here. Okay, here, let's dodge these torpedoes. By the way, notice that I kept going slightly diagonally compared to where the torpedoes are coming from. Because if you keep going diagonally, you have movement, you have lateral movement effectively, and can actually avoid the torpedoes. You want to turn at the very end, like as late as you possibly can to avoid the torpedoes, because then you can make the most precise movements necessary. Oh! 99 HP on that Za. I would like that, but I only have 11.4 kilometer gun range. I guess I'll just have to try to get closer. Come on. Mine. It's gonna be mine, right? Okay, she disappeared. That's alright. I'm gonna get closer and then we're gonna get her. I'm sure of it. Another set for the Austin, just in case. Oh, there's the Za. Come on. Let's aim properly. It's a bit foggy. Can't really... Oh god, she's healing. Dang it. Oh, never mind. Klibe actually took her out. Okay then. I still got spotted though, which probably isn't very good next to an Austin. Oh, but we got the Austin with a single torpedo. Just one torpedo and the devastating strike from that. Well, so much for that. So, we sunk a Shimakaze with a single torpedo. We sunk an Austin with it. Wait, what? We didn't get the devastating strike on the Shimakaze. We only have a single devastating strike from the Austin. Wait, I feel robbed. What? I demand a refund. What is this? Where's my devastating strike on the Shimakaze? I sank her in a single torpedo. Literally cannot be more devastating than that. What gives, Wargaming? How dare you, sir? I'll have you know that I have a cousin at Horse Guards and friends at court. Well, it's just 2 ships left, a Yamato and a Holland. We probably won't make it to the Yamato because she's literally sailing away from us. And we only have... Oh, Holland, hello. I guess we'll settle for a Holland. She has 10k... Well, she doesn't have much less HP than I actually do, because I don't have survivability expert. But actually, that's looking good in terms of damage I'm doing. Oh yeah, this is looking really good. Come on, one more. Why am I so slow? Come on, one more. And... Come on, Venezia. Hell, even the torpedoes would have hit. That was my Kraken. First, Wargaming steals a devastating strike from me, then a Venezia steals a Kraken Unleashed from me. They really don't appreciate me, do they? Well, anyway, I still had a great game though. 2 devastating strikes, okay, 2. Stop lying, Wargaming, it was 2 devastating strikes. A high caliber, 169k damage. Kept the base even. Pfft, what more could you want, right? Well, I'd like my second devastating strike medal though. 3,171 base XP. I basically doubled number 2 on our team. Wow. That, I find it actually difficult to believe, but I suppose I did 100 to 0, a destroyer, and the CV, and most of the HP of an Austin, and half of the HP of that Grosse Korfest, so... Oh, and I even did 10k damage. Wait, I did 10,000 damage to that Holland too with the guns. Damn. Yeah, I suppose the 3,100 base XP makes a lot of sense then. What a game. I even got complimented for it. Anyway, here's the captain skills quickly. So, Liquidator, Last Stand, then Adrenaline Rush, Concealment Expert, then the other torpedo skill, Swift Fish, Fill the Tubes, and I really like Swift in Silence as well. I don't think this is the best build for Shimakaze, but I'd like to have Survivability Expert, but this is just kind of fun to have. Swift in Silence means that you get to reposition better. Overall though, I haven't put too much thought into this build. Other than that, I'd like to launch more torps upgrades wise. I use the legendary upgrade, although I still think that maybe the regular torp reload one is... It's a fine choice, okay? You don't need the legendary one. It gives you more torps to launch, but the slowness of the torpedo turning is a problem. Then Concealment, Propulsion, Torpedoes again, Engine Boost, and Main Arms Modification 1. And these are with 12km torps, of course. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.